Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Houston. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, here is the rookie out of Clemson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the 1st down.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, they're on him with a flash, and he's lost the football. Oh, he gets it right back.
And, man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him. He's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. A throw right side is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Here's a 1st carry for their running back, and he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle. Second down and 8.
Look the hot, look the hot. Here we go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. They'll run for the 1st time with their fullback.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
Oh, ready?
They'll try and run for it. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Houston. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he is not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. Give him 18 yards on that one and a 1st down. A carry now for Scott. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's...
Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he did a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds.
That's a lot of work for no gain. You risk taking a shot there if you're the quarterback the longer you hold on to the ball. But there was nothing there. Good job to the defense shutting that one down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
All right.
They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll run it. This is Scott. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock.
You know, Mike, drastically different things waiting for these two squads on the sideline as they run off. I mean, we can hear the defensive sideline celebrating all the way up here. I mean, back-to-back drives, they come away with the takeaway. Now, on the offensive sideline, there's no celebration awaiting. It's coaches looking to gather their guys together and say, look, we've got to have ball security. If we don't protect the football...
Oh, the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. He's got it at about the 8. And he will score. Touchdown, Texans.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Moody now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Texans will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Scott. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He lets this one go. Looking for Scott.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Triple zeros on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. On 4th down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 11.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand?
All right.
The drive will start on the ground. And not a whole lot there. Up to about the 25. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Sidney Brown, they're on the tackle. Third and long.
Here we go, let's go.
Stroud gonna set up to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. The Texans getting all set to punt. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and a yard. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Up until that run, this 1st half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
They'll stay on the ground. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Now a give on the ground. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal. He's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Now this time they'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Here we go.
They'll go with a counter on first down. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Texans. Why, Tony?
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. Second and 11.
Oh, right.
To throw, it's Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. To throw is Stroud. That is intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. Whoa. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. A return now from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Stroud. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
3rd and long.
All right.
Now Stroud. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. And a little chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
All right. Hey, Uno Mars. Look to hot. Hey.
Back to throw. Stroud. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Brown.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They'll look to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Little backyard football here by the quarterback. It looked like he was running around the playground in his early days. The disruption of the timing early was the key, and from that point on, him and his receiver just unable to get on the same page.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. For the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
Stroud to throw here on first down. Quick hitting slant there. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Stroud. He's going to air this one out. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Keely Ringo.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. Whoa! A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll stick with him again. Whoa! Down the sideline, past the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
And on a possession where the offense really had their way on the ground, they got to kind of go back to the drawing board and say, is it worth putting the ball in the air? Yes, we want to generate points. We want to push the ball downfield, but none of that matters if you're going to keep turning the ball over.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. The Texans going to turn things over to their field goal unit. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And the score remains level. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing is Stroud. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
11.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That's on the former second-round pick, Elton Jenkins.
All right. 19 Texans. Why Tony? Nice.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
On second down, they'll run. And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Now a run, and it's their fullback with the carry. And he'll only get down to around the 42. Look him up on a second down and 8.
Here we go, let's go.
On the give, this is Allen. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Not much room to speak of. He'll take this to the 11. Second down and 8. From the gun, here's Stroud. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Houston.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. So following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw left side is complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. He'll drop to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Let's go now.
Throwing now from the gun. Quick throw here is complete. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
24-yard gain on the play. And an Eagles first down.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll bring it inside the red zone. Finding space. Gain of 7. Inside the 20. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. He is in. Touchdown, Eagles.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Oh, hey.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. It's good for a Texans first down.
Here we go.
Stroud going to set up the throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. Now he takes off.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Oh, hey.
Here's Stroud. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
All right.
They'll run. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Shooing off 7 yards on that one. 2nd down and 3.
On the quick, right?
To throw, it's Stroud. The throw on the run is complete. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
That's another Houston Texans.
They put a receiver in motion to the left. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 8-yard line.
Texans.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. Here's a run. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now, Stroud. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. To throw is Stroud. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll be 4th and goal coming up.
I think their sideline celebrated just a little prematurely because if you look closer, Mike, it's pretty clear. The receiver did not possess the ball while having both feet in bounds. Missed opportunity there, incomplete.
Hey, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars. Look to hot, look to hot. Buggy, 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 buggy. Tonight.
They'll go. It's Stroud. This is intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Scott. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Now they'll set up to throw. A throw right side. Going to be taken in by McMillan.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On the handoff, it's Allen. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Hey, south. Here we go, let's go. Hey.
Here's Stroud. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's a third down and 4.
Here we go.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
19 Texans.
On 2nd down, Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run, and he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line, and now it's 4th and goal. So Jake Moody on in this big situation. This to grab a late lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Scott, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. On play action, he'll set up to throw. This is caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage, no gain to show for it.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll try to run for it. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. Third and long. They'll drop to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 18 yards on the connection. First down for Houston.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's 2nd and 9.
On the quick, right?
Up the middle they go. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Jake Moody on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And they'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Back to the left side. Caught by McMillan. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
They'll look to throw. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
Go go with their fullback trying to get it. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
Eagles 21.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the Texans. And make that a 5th straight victory as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.